In lesson 5.6, we continued to talk about the Pythagorean theorem and how we can use the Pythagorean theorem to solve word problems. Now remember, the Pythagorean theorem only can be used if you have a right triangle, and you know that it's a right triangle if you're given the box in one of the corners. And the formula is a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where a and b are your legs, and your legs are the two sides that touch that box. So the side 6 that touches that box, we're going to let be A, and the side 8 that touches that box, we're going to let be B. Now, it doesn't matter if you switch the letters around. The legs, you can switch the variables. Now, the side that's across from the hypotenuse is my C. Once you have your triangle labeled, you can plug your values right into the formula. So my A is 6, so I have 6 squared plus my B is 8. 8 squared equals my C is my variable D, and I'm just going to use D squared. Now, once you have the values plugged into the formula, you want to take your calculator and you want to simplify each number squared. So 6 to the second power is 36, plus 8 to the second power is 64, and d to the second power you just drop down. From here you have to solve an equation. If there's anything that you can combine on the left side, go for it. So that's 36 plus 64, which gives me, which gives me 100. And 100 is equal to d to the second power. Now, how do you undo something being squared? You have to square root both sides. And when you put it in your calculator, you hit second, x squared, and then you type the number 100. And you get that d is equal to 10, and my label is miles because of the mi on the triangle itself. So you're doing the exact same thing that we did in section 5.5, but now you're just applying it to word problems. If you look at question number 3, it says, how high is the ramp? If you notice this picture right here that's given to you, the height of the ramp is that vertical distance up and down. Now, label your triangle. So there's my box. My box is labeled, the sides that touch my box are labeled A and B, and the side across from my right angle box is C. So you'll go ahead and plug those into your formula. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. A gets, H gets substituted in for A, B 19 gets substituted in for, and C 21 gets substituted in for. Okay. Once you plug the values in, put them into your calculator to simplify them. 19 to the second power is 361, and 21 to the second power is 441. From there, I need to solve this equation, and my goal is to get this h squared on a side by itself. So I have to first subtract 361 on both sides. 441 minus 361 is 80, so h squared equals 80. And then to undo something being squared, you square root both sides. So that's second, x squared, 80. And my answer is 8.94. Now, it does say up in the directions to round to the nearest tenth if necessary. So you look at the second number after the decimal. If it's below 5, it stays the same. So that's 8.9. So h is equal to 8.9. And my label in my picture is feet. So my label for my answer is also feet. Now, if you look at question number 5, it asks, what is the height of the tent? And if you have to redraw the right triangle so that it's a little bit clearer, go for it. So that bottom distance is 3. My up and down distance is h. There's my box. And then my hypotenuse is 5. So my sides are A and B. My hypotenuse is C. And then you just do the same thing. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Or 3 squared is in for A, plus h squared is in for B, is equal to 5 squared, which is in for C. Simplify, 3 to the second power is 9, plus h squared equals 5 to the second power, which is 25, minus 9 on both sides. Drop down your 8 squared, 25 minus 9 is equal to 16, and then square root both sides to get h is equal to 4 feet. Okay. Notice for question 6, I'm just going to help you redraw this one. The triangle is actually kind of the slanted triangle in the pyramid. So it wants to know what is the height of the pyramid, the model pyramid. So I'm just going to redraw the triangle to help you out here. The box is in the corner there. Your hypotenuse is 15 inches, and your base distance is 9 inches, and it wants to know what the height is, so your up and down distance. Go ahead and solve that problem to help you get your answer.